Hey everybody, welcome back. So if you've watched my channel, you know that I have tested a number of ANCEL products, from wireless battery monitors and testers to code readers and diagnostic scanners, and I've always found them to be a pretty good budget option. So when they reached out to me recently and asked me if I'd like to take a look at the AD610 Pro wireless scanner, I said absolutely, send it on out. And they did, and that's what we have here. So as you know, this was sent to me for the purpose of the review. I did not pay for it, but I am going to test it out and give you my honest opinion of it. As I said, this is the AD610 Pro. I don't even think I've had this one out of the box, to be honest with you. Let's see what it says about it on the box. ABS airbag reset tool. ABS and airbag coverage includes 117 manufacturers. SAS, steering angle sensor calibration on more than 41 vehicles, works on the latest 2024 models, including cars, SUVs, and minivans. Unfortunately, for better or worse, maybe I should say, I cannot test that. The newest vehicle I own is my wife's 2003 Cadillac DeVille. Identifies cars quickly and easily with one key VIN reading, reads and clears codes, and turns off warning indicators. AD610 Pro Wireless allows you to temporarily activate or control ABS airbag system or component. So it looks like this is possibly a bi-directional scanner. Shows live vehicle sensor data in text and graph. You can view two parameter graphs simultaneously and merge them into one coordinate. Multi-language, of course. Lifetime free updates through Wi-Fi, which is becoming the standard now. Extremely easy to use with clearly arranged keypad, menu-driven operation, and shortcuts. Constructed to resist impact and damage. Yeah, well, we'll probably test that out. Not that I want to, but we probably will. Let's get it out of the box and see what it comes with. I'm guessing it's going to be the reader and the cable, and that's probably going to be it. And it's going to come in a nice little box, nice little pouch marked ANCEL, zippered pouch. And yeah, I haven't opened this one yet. It's still in the bubble wrap. There is the meter itself. Got kind of a rubberized outer feel to it. Got the buttons in the front. Nothing really in the back except a sticker. It's got the plug-in for the diagnostic cable on the top. And on the side has a USB-C. Thank you, ANCEL, a USB-C port. Let's see, we got a cable. This is your typical 4-foot long cable. Nothing unusual there. We got something in here. We have the USB cable. And I'm sure this has no internal battery. This is something that is only powered up when it's connected to your computer or to a vehicle. So for right now, there really isn't much to do. Did it come with a manual, I'm hoping? There's the manual. AD610 Pro Wireless ABS and Airbag Reset Tool. 1-year warranty. Table of contents. Using the manual. How to read VINs. How to enter the VIN. System selection, quick scan, manual selection, read codes, clear codes, active testing, brake bleed preparation test. So lots of information here. Looks like it's well laid out. Not seeing any issues. One thing I need to do before we go out and start using this, I do need to do the updates. Let's go ahead and get that done. So I'm just going to plug it into a USB power bank and we are just going to power it up. Let's go to update. It's probably going to make me connect to my Wi-Fi. It is going to make me connect to my Wi-Fi. So there it is at the top. So I will be back as soon as I get it connected to my Wi-Fi. Okay, connected to my Wi-Fi and hit the update, and here is what we have in the list. We have an app update, and then we have Auto VIN, Fox 200, Peruto, Common Text, and then all the different automakers. I'm going to let it do all of them, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to tell you which ones it did, which ones it failed on Vauxhall, Yeah, I'm definitely going to need the Vauxhall update. I'm going to say select all F1, and now they should all be selected, and they are. And update select F3, I think. So update selected. The app is being update graded. It will restart after the upgrade. Please do not power off. Okay. All software are downloaded and installed successfully. So back. So I should say latest on all of them now. All right, it says latest on all of them now. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out, and we will start, as always, on my old Jeep Grand Cherokee. This is my 98 Jeep Grand Cherokee. This is a very early version of OBD2. OBD2 was required in the United States in 1996, and in 98 had been doing it for a couple of years, but it was still a very early flavor of it. So let's power it on. And I do not believe there are any codes on it right now. There is an ABS light on. I don't know if you can see it here. The sun is so bright. The ABS light's on. The ABS light's been on ever since I've had it. Brakes work fine. I don't care about ABS, to be honest with you. I know AutoVin won't work in this vehicle. It won't work on any of the scanners. I have manually entered my VIN, and it's asking me, is it Chrysler or Jeep? And it's both, but I'm going to put Jeep. 1998. Grand Cherokee ZJ. Let's do quick scan because executes all DTC tests. This will take some time. F3, yes. Read codes, clear codes, EC, anti-lock brakes. All right, read codes. Right rear sensor circuit failure. Right rear speed sensor signal failure. Pump motor circuit not working properly. Wow, it's got them all, doesn't it? Switch not processable. System over voltage. Oh my goodness. Right rear sensor circuit, right rear speed sensor failure. Let's see if we can clear it. Oh, clear codes, engine on and ignition on and engine not running. Yes. DTC and freeze data will be cleared. Are you sure? Yes. Codes cleared. Okay, F3, read codes. Pumps, it did clear them because now it's only got one. Pump motor circuit not working properly. See if we can go back and read the airbag information. Airbag on off switch, airbag occupant restraint. Enter. They wouldn't make a diagnostic tool that would blow the airbag while you're sitting in it. That would be utterly crazy. No communications. That's kind of what I figured I was going to get. Okay, F3, airbag on off switch. No communication. Yeah, I figured that. This is an old vehicle. Let's see if it can read engine data. All right, codes found 0. Malfunction indicator light off. Codes found 0. Monitors NA 5. Monitors OK 6. Let's look at those. Oh, I got IM readiness. I always like to see IM readiness. Diagnostic codes and FFD. I know there's no codes on this. IM readiness. Let's take a look at IM readiness. Okay, malfunction indicator lamp off. Misfire monitoring okay. Fuel system monitoring okay. Component okay. Catalyst okay. Evap NA. Secondary air system NA. See, none of these ones that say NA this even has. So we're looking good on the IM readiness. Let's look at live data. See if it can show me live data. All list. There we go. Number of diagnostic trouble codes 0. Fuel system A status closed loop. Calculated load 6.3. Engine coolant temperature 99C. Short-term fuel trim. Intake pressure. Engine RPM 732. That's interesting. A lot of the other ones I've had will tell me engine RPM is reading like something nutty like 3,000 sitting at idle. But there it is showing me 724. Let's see if it reacts properly to throttle input. It does. I'm showing about going on to 3,300, and it does. All right, that's nice. I like that it shows that right. Ignition advance, that's another thing you'll see that some of them show is crazy on this vehicle. So that's really good. Intake air temp 89, absolute throttle position. Let's change that a little bit. Yep, that reacts properly. But we're going on down the list, and this all looks really good. Excellent. Excellent. That makes me very happy. Let's select a couple and show the graph. Let's select calculated load. Select is enter on it. Yeah, select is enter. And then let's show RPM. And now let's show the graph, F2. So there is my graph of RPM and throttle position. Is that what it is? RPM and, oh no, RPM and calculated load. All right, that's a nice little graph. All right, I'm pretty impressed with this for the old 98 Grand Cherokee. Let's move on to the Cadillac. Okay, we are now in my wife's 2003 Cadillac DeVille. If you've watched my channel, you know I have done a bunch of work on this vehicle. I have had multiple different misfire codes on it. I replaced the intake plenum boot. That fixed my misfire problem. And as soon as I fixed that, I got a secondary air injection code, and I had to pull the pump. I made videos on all of those. If you're a glutton for punishment, you're certainly welcome to go watch them. Let me see if I can get this thing in a position to where we can see it. Now, this should do auto VIN and all that. Smart VIN. Enter. There we go. This is the 4.6 liter Death Star engine. And it is a DeVille. So, 2003 passenger car, Cadillac DHS, 4.6 liter engine, 4-door sedan. All that's correct. We're going to say yes to that. Let's do a quick scan. Supplemental inflatable restraint, because this has airbag in it as well, and anti-lock brakes. I think all of it works. Pass, no fault. Okay. Pass, no fault. Trouble code. It has no trouble codes on it. Control modules, enter. That's showing me only supplemental inflatable restraint. I know this vehicle has ABS in it. Let's go to OBD2. Let's see what OBD2 tells us. Auto scan. This should not have any codes on it, any engine codes anyway. There's a bunch of seat memory and mirror operation code and all kinds of body codes on it. Okay, malfunction indicator lamp is off, codes found 0, monitors NA, monitors OK. Let's go to monitors OK. So let's look at IM readiness. I bet the evap system still isn't set on this. It just doesn't seem to want to. Evaporative system monitoring INC. What does INC mean? Incomplete, I'll bet you. Yeah, that one just will not set for some reason. I've tried to go through all the driving techniques to get it to set, and it just will not. We're allowed to have one that does not set here in Arizona, so I've never messed with it. Live data. Funny, it won't read the ABS. All data. So here we go, all data. Fuel system, closed loop, calculated load value. Engine coolant temperature, all the fuel trim, manifold absolute pressure, engine RPM, component tests, see what kind of component test it offers, evaporative system leak test. That one requires you to shut it off and start it and hold it at multiple different RPMs, and I already know it doesn't work. Let's try it anyway, just for sport and amusement. Test not supported or conditions not correct to run the test. Okay. Inducement system I have no idea what that is. I don't even know what the inducement system is. Test ID not supported or conditions not correct to run the test. Okay, this is a 2003, and I don't expect a lot of these tests to be here. Are you sure you want to exit? Yes, I'd like to see the ABS. No, it's not telling me there's an ABS system on this. That's kind of weird. Probably there's very few of you out there watching this who drive 98 and 2003 year vehicles. Let's see what's under history. Okay, it shows me the vehicle. I'm assuming it would just let me select one of these rather than continuing to, yeah. So if it's in the history, you don't have to keep going through the VIN and everything. Let's see what's in settings. Wi-Fi, language, unit, uninstall. It will uninstall all the updates, shortcuts, display test, keypad, and about. Okay, nothing in there I really think I need to look at. What's in data? Data manager, no content. That's where I would have saved graphs or things like that. Okay, well, I guess that's about all I can test on this. It does seem to work good for the supplemental restraint systems on both this and the 98 Jeep. It reads the ABS fault codes on the 98 Jeep and has all of the different sensors for it. It doesn't show any of the sensors and ABS on this Cadillac. And it does all the OBD2 stuff and emissions IM readiness stuff as well. And I'm guessing if you have a vehicle that has SAS on it, and probably if you have a later model vehicle than my old junkers, it's probably going to do all that stuff on yours. I just can't test it because I don't have one of those vehicles. Anyway, I want to thank ANCEL for sending this out for us to look at. I kind of like this, this format with it up like this rather than, landscape. Another thing I'd like to check real quick is if it maintains that history that we see in here, history of vehicles it looks at. I'm kind of interested to see if it maintains this even after it's been powered down, because this does not appear to have a battery and it has to be plugged into a power source to operate. So let's unplug it and let's see if it remembers that. All right, we're plugged back in. It probably wasn't 30 seconds, but hopefully it'll be enough to show us what we need to know. And let's go to history. And yeah, history is still there. So it actually maintains the history of the vehicle. So that should get you past a bunch of that, VIN reading and all that. But anyway, thanks to ANCEL for sending this out. Thanks to you guys for watching my videos. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.